Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from GoodMonday.com. Previously, I did an introduction on what are the three non-negotiable roles of a leader. That of being a truth teller, which requires courage. That of being a people feeler, that requires compassion. And finally, that of being a decisive ruler, which requires clarity. In the video before this one, we deep dived into the non-negotiable role of what it means to be a truth teller. Now, in this session, we are going to focus on what it means to be a people feeler. In other words, how do we demonstrate compassion? Compassion is defined as investing whatever is necessary to heal the hurts of others. To demonstrate compassion is to treat one another as human beings. And let's face it, all human beings experience pain to some degree or another. It could be a psychological pain, it could be a physical pain, it could be an emotional pain. But to be human is to experience pain. And since all human beings experience pain, it shows itself, it manifests itself in hurts. And to be a compassionate leader is to have the commitment to heal the hurt, because if the hurt is not healed, then it will translate into bitterness, it will translate into conflict, both at home and in the workplace. It could translate into unforgiveness and so on, because hurt that is not healed will show up in very many unexpected situations. So to demonstrate compassion is to invest whatever is necessary to heal the hurts of others. Now, what does it mean to be a people feeler demonstrating compassion to address pain? Well, you can begin by being patient. People say that time is money, but there is something that is even more important than money here, and that is to give the gift of time. Because when you want to communicate compassion, it is not throwing money at people, it is investing time. Now, what does it mean to invest time? To invest time means we need to be less busy and more sensitive. It means that we do not treat people like projects. We have got to actually acknowledge the feelings of others, to take time to listen, to take time to understand the perspective of where the other person is coming from, to take time not to be caught up in our own egoistical biasness, and to take time to get into the world of the other person. It requires more sensitivity, but sensitivity is not possible if we do not give the gift of time. Secondly is to be able to help the other person to process through his or her feelings. This means giving something personal. This means giving something of yourself. It means giving the gift of attentiveness. Attentiveness is mainly showing up. Attentiveness is being there when you are needed. Attentiveness is about providing less solutions and asking more questions. Asking more questions shows that you are being attentive to the other person. In fact, do you make eye contact when you speak to the other person to show that you are interested? In fact, you would rather be interested rather than be interesting. That is the gift of attentiveness. Are you asking more questions to understand? Thirdly, do we participate? Yes, do we get involved in the other person's life? It's not just work, it's not just talking about KPI and goals. Do we participate in the life of the other person? Someone once said that the opposite of love is not hate. It is actually indifference, meaning that I care less about you. In fact, I don't want to care at all. So that's why in order to participate in someone's pain, we need to give the gift of involvement. It's a willingness to deep dive and to be a part of the other person's life, to find out what's going on at a personal level. This then requires less talk and more commitment, less rhetoric and more focusing on what you plan to do to help the other person through their pain. It is not a commitment to exercise charity per se, but it is a commitment to help the other person to respond to the pain and not to react to the pain. It's a commitment to be a caring leader. It is a commitment to empathize, not to sympathize. It is a commitment that after exercising patience and going through the process of being attentive, I am willing to do something about it. And my focus is not to create a sense of entitlement, but to create a sense of empowerment. So there you have it. In order to be a people feeler, you need to be patient, offering the gift of time. You need to help the other person to process his or her feelings and to offer the gift of attentiveness. And finally, to be willing to participate and not be indifferent to the life of the other person by giving the gift of involvement. Now, isn't that being what a human being is all about? Think about it. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. If you're interested in my online coaching services, check out goodmonday.com/coaching and we can have a conversation then. Thank you very much for watching.